This video has two purposes. The first one is to give a little bit of info about task 2 before you start, and the second purpose is to give a student shout out to Mustafa Azar. So you've finished task 1, most of you have all made your videos explaining how to make a website, you've all made your website. I hope that on your task 1 page you've uploaded your video and given a task overview and task description. I hope that your homepage has some information about what the project is, why we're learning online, what the details are, what the assignments are. And you're moving on to task 2. Now, task 2 is the most important task that you're doing, especially the first part. And I'll explain why. If you mess up the first part of task 2, you mess up the second part of task 2. And then you mess up task 3, which is an essay, and you mess up task 4, which is a helpful hints sort of page, and then you mess up the big project. So make sure this is the task where you're being really careful with what you do. Now on the website, we've got the learning objectives, we've got instructions. The task is worth 50 points. I'll change the dates. The task is worth 50 points, and essentially what you have to do is create 2 surveys, one for teachers and one for students. And they need to be surveys which consist of 5 questions, 4 quantitative and 1 qualitative. Now, if you don't know what they are, and I'm sure you don't, make sure you watch the video really carefully. Then you need to send these out. Do them on SurveyMonkey or Google Forms and send them to at least 4 teachers and 15 students. 4 teachers, 15 students. Word of advice here. I've got about 60-70 students doing this project, right? If everyone sends it to me, Miss D, Mr. Tainton, Miss Miley, Miss Mai, if you will send them to the same teachers, that's 60 surveys they have to fill out. They're probably not going to do 60-70 surveys, right? Be considerate with whom you send it to. You can use middle school teachers. You know, some people might do Mr. Randy or Miss Dahlia in middle school. It's up to you, Miss Norrin. Have a mix of teachers and probably send it to more than 4, just in case they don't all do it. Same with students. If any of you get a survey from another student, make sure you do it because you're going to want them to do yours. All right, so be considerate of that. On the website, I've uploaded a ton of videos. Make sure you watch these videos. If you don't watch them and you mess up your survey, tough. The rest of your project, you're going to get bad grades for it. Okay? All the answers are in the videos. If you don't want to watch it, if you're too lazy or you get bored halfway through, then don't complain if you mess it up, right? The answers are in the videos. This one is particularly important, as is this one, primary and secondary data. Again, it actually says please watch this before making your essays. Top tips, this is really handy because I go over a lot of mistakes people are making and I tell you how they can be improved. Off the top of my head, one example is if you're asking what questions, you know, what are the advantages or what do you like, these should be checklist or multiple choice questions, not open-ended questions. Open-ended questions should just be like questions where you ask why and ask the teacher or the student to explain or justify or give a description. This video is about getting your data. You will have to collect your data and write about it. So you can watch this video for an explanation on how to do that. And then there's a bit here about using passive voice instead of using personal pronouns. All right? Watch the videos. I cannot stress that enough. Also, task 2 is going to be used for task 3. You are going to use your data as evidence, as primary source data and evidence in your essays. Therefore, you need to look at the essay prompts first. For instance, if you choose what are the advantages and disadvantages of learning online, then you're going to want to ask teachers and students, what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? There's no point choosing a prompt like this and then asking, what time do you get out of bed? Because the question doesn't match the essay you're going to write, right? So if you're going to pick this question, and I think that's a nice easy one, then you can ask teachers and students, you know, what are the advantages? What do you think the disadvantages are? Why? Explain your day, you know, stuff like that. Again, make sure you watch this before doing task 2. Guys, again, I'm not going to say this enough. Watch all of the videos. Everything is there. All right. Anyway, time to give a shout out now to Mustafa Azhar. This is Mustafa's website. Mustafa's homepage looks a little bit like this. He's got the AIS logo, which is great. He's got his title. He's given information about why we're doing the project, why we're learning online. So obviously it's a global pandemic, and he's written a description there. He's got links to external pages. There you go, a YouTube video, which is excellent. He's got a drop down here with purpose of the website. He's got links to different pages externally, you know, YouTube and other sites, and his own pages. And he's got the project components, the parts of the project that are made up, and we've got a couple of little things here about education, a couple of little quotes. This is what your home pages should start to begin to look like. By the time you finish your final, they need to all look something like this. You know, you can even add extra stuff, but you need to have, why are we doing the project? Why are we learning online in the first place? What's the purpose of the website? And what are the project components? You need these sort of key things on your homepage. So make sure you have that. How to create your website. Again, he's not uploaded his video yet, but he will. Oh no, there you go, they're links. So he's got the video aid on YouTube. Mustafa, you can actually embed a YouTube video really easily there. It's on the side. But again, guys, he's given a link, he's given a description. This is why I did what I did, which is excellent. Well done, Mustafa. Make sure you've got a description of the task and put your video on there. I would prefer a embedded YouTube video, because obviously that's the nicest and you don't have to leave the website. Similar, I don't think I've got any examples actually. Oh, actually, similar to this, you know, where you've actually embedded it and you can just click. But yeah, you can add that really easy, Mustafa. Mustafa's surveys and data page. Look at this. Survey task. This is what he was asked to do. You need a description for every task. And then he's got his Google Form surveys. He's actually put links to both of those on there, which is fantastic, so people can see the questions. Should we have a little look at these? So let's have a look. Survey for teachers. Look at that. Perfect. Nice checklist. Multiple choice. Liquor. Multiple choice. Nice and easy. And a qualitative. Look at that. Not even hard. Not too difficult, but it's perfect. Nice, easy questions and answers. Let's have a look at this other one. Again, nice, clear, easy. Perfect. Multiple choice, liquor, checklist, done. And one qualitative. Perfect. Nice one, Mustafa. Couldn't have done it better myself, mate. He's written a analysis of the qualitative data he got from teachers. So he's collected their responses and he's written about that. And he's got his quantitative data, where he's got the question and the answers in the form of a graph. And he's written an analysis about that. Mustafa's already finished this. Look at that. There's even links.
So you've created a Google Form survey and you've got lots of responses. How are you going to...
Wow, look at that. He's even put links to other videos there. Mustafa, above and beyond, mate. On track for an A-star. He's ready to put his essay. He's got all of that there. How to write an expository essay. It's, yeah, perfect. On point, mate. You smashed it. Right? Guys, again, if you want to get an A in this project, you need to put the work in. A lot of you have said, you know, I want to do the English project. I want to improve my grade. I'm not just giving out grades for nothing. You need to try hard. You need to put the work in. It's not going to be easy. Couple of pointers before I go, right? Make sure your homepage has got all the information. Make sure your website page, task 1, has got the video and a description. When you go to do task 2, make sure you look at the essay prompts first in task 3 and you watch all of the videos. If you have a question, do not email me. Ask me in Google Chats. That's chat.google.com. Ask me in the what's it called? My Project Peeps room. If you ask me there, you're probably asking a question that other students want to know. So I'm not going to answer email questions from now on. If you have a question, ask me in the Google Chats room. And then if any of you can help other students, fantastic. I will be considering that when I'm grading your work and thinking about you as a student. So make sure you're helping one another in the Google Chats room. Good luck.